Hello, you are listening to More Wine Please with your host, Amber Mack.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Say that. Yeah, he don't know. Fuck a bro code, you can't even be my bro. Say less, do the most. Yeah, you ain't even realer than your host. Ayy, for that paycheck, she'll go. Partner smoking presidential, he don't even vote. Niggas always wanna hang, man, I think he need a rope. That's on the game, man, y'all don't even know. Tell 50 Cent I got the scrap. Even if we wore the same thing, we are not a match. Only reason you can't see me smiling, cause I got a mask on. Flexing one-on-one, no collar pratt. Niggas owe me money and they don't know how to act. That's a fact. I want every dollar back. I'm a G, on the go, I'm a Mac. Say fuck 12 if you not a rat. Slut please, you just wanna succeed. But that's who made it beat, you could really succeed. Yeah, always in the front seat. Don't need a trustee, I could barely trust me. Whoa, yeah, he don't know. Fuck a bro code, you can't even be my bro. Say less, do the most. Yeah.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to More Wine Please with your girl, me. Uh-oh. We got another episode. Uh-oh. We got another video episode. Hey. I'm liking this. I thought that I wasn't gonna like being on camera, being on video, but I'm liking this. I'm not even mad at it. I'm feeling it. It's feeling me. We're vibing. At first, I was just like, oh my God, I don't like my background. Oh my God. I was being very critical of myself, but I'm like, girl, do you? It is what it is. Do with what you got. Do make happen with what you got. And the lovely part about this is that I don't really have to I ain't gotta be perfect. I'm not explaining nothing. I'm just talking. I like it. So, yeah. What's up? Welcome back to the pod. Y'all know I don't ever start a podcast without thanking everybody who be rocking with me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for, I had a lot of downloads last week. Y'all fucking with the kid, and I fuck with that. So thank you so much for that. It's always a good time here on the podcast. I'm keeping it real cute. Y'all, when it comes to wines, I'm going to start drinking some different wines, but for the most part, I stick with what I know. I stick with what I know is going to get the job donezo. So today, but we keeping it cute today. So today we doing the Sutter Home. We're doing our huge, but we doing a little personal bottle. I ain't necessarily felt like I needed a cute little wine glass. I'm feeling like I should be outside somewhere. I really feel like I need a margarita. I feel like I need a good Taco Tuesday, a good margarita moment, maybe even a good Henny moment. But since that's not where we are, and we don't do ratchet activities here on the podcast, I'm just going to rock with my little personal. Like I said, I wanted a personal bottle. So I got me a personal bottle. I was waiting. Because, I like the little ASMR vibe. And, now that I will say the hardest part about doing video and podcast at the same time is that I'm used to just talking and y'all not being able to see me. So now the fact that y'all are able to see me, I'm like, I'm almost like, oh, I gotta remember that y'all can see me, but that's cool. So for my listeners, here's some ASMR with my little personal Pinot Grigio. For my people on the video, y'all see it. We're gonna go ahead and open that top part. They locked it in. And these little packages are so cute. The little packages that Pinot Grigio, the little personals come in, are so cute, especially when you're going on a picnic or something cute like that. You're not really trying to do too much. Or me, I'm a water bottle girl, so I'm going to grab me a water bottle pour that thing in there real quick. This comes in such clutch. I've taken this into, if you live in Atlanta, you know about the battery. So I've taken this to the battery before, put it in my little purse, keep it real cute. I've taken it to the movies before. So I do like me a little personal moment. I like personal shots too, but this wine podcast, is we whining. Well, I'm not whining down. I'm actually getting ready to go to the grocery store. But I knew that I needed to get my podcast recorded, filmed. I knew that I needed to do what I needed to do. So here I am. I think I already said it, but just to wheel it back in, I'm never going to stop thanking my supporters and anybody who listens to me, follows me, reposts me. All of those things are very, very important. It's very, it plays a large role in my success. I am doing something that requires me to have to lean on y'all. So I really do appreciate people who appreciate me and the hard work that I put into my content. Because as y'all can see, this is not easy. And if you can't even see it, as you can hear, like, a lot of investment, a lot of time, a lot of effort goes into my content. So anybody that truly takes the time to really just little bit of support, even if you listen for 5 minutes, that's 5 minutes that I didn't have before. So love y'all, appreciate y'all so much. But yeah, I don't even know exactly what to talk about. I just feel like so as I've re-embarked on this content creation journey, me and ChatGPT go together real bad. My girls know me and ChatGPT. I call her Chat, with italicized. It's in cursive. You know what I'm saying? Me and ChatGPT go together so bad, and it's honestly really scary because the way that the world is going, the way that a machine can do the work for me is just so. It's scary, but I like it. Because I don't have to do so much work. I don't have to work so hard. I don't have to think. And I think when you're a creative person, it is so easy to just create. And then there's a whole thinking aspect of it. And I'm a thinker. I'm a student by nature. So, of course, I'm going to think. But the fact that ChatGPT, I can put in anything. And this I may be putting something out that, I don't know. These cameras be watching, I don't know about technology these days. I'm a little scared. Because I definitely will just go in, if I have an idea or if I want to flesh my thoughts out or if I need to find something, I go to ChatGPT. I have the app on my phone. I go to ChatGPT. I'm typing it in. And it gives me everything. It's feeding me everything. And I saw one of my best friends sent us a video in the group chat about how what is going on. About how I guess, I don't know if it was ChatGPT or if it was AI, but one of the two, they were having them solve math equations. And then in the coding of that, if the math equations, after a while, if they're working too hard, it tells them to stop. It tells it to stop. So I guess what had happened was, and this is the nerd in me because I know a lot of people don't know, but a fun fact about me, I'm not technologically savvy. I'm not in tech. I feel like everybody did coding. If you had a MySpace page, you were definitely coding for sure, because that was some coding shit. So I definitely feel like I'm not super technologically savvy, but I really do. I enjoy technologies and different advances and stuff like that. Every September, Apple comes out with their, it's a big type of meeting. If you know, they come out with this big, I don't know what it's called, but it basically tells you the next iPhone, the next iPad, all of the next new things that are going to be coming out that Apple's going to be releasing. And then it tells you, all the new specs, all the new features, and the nerd in me loves that shit. I love it. The new iPhones, I think they have some type of AI technology or something, and I really want one. I think it's about time for me to get a new phone. It be that bill. When you comfortable with where your bill at, it's just like when you pay off a car and then your car break down, so now you gotta go get a car note. Like, that's how I feel. My phone is paid off, so I really don't want to escalate my bill. I really don't want that. But there are some really cool features on the new phone, and it includes a lot of AI type of technology. I definitely went on a tangent. Where was I going with that? Oh, so the guy was saying that basically the coding in how the AI technology, or ChatGPT, again, I think it was ChatGPT, because we're always talking about how good ChatGPT is. So it was basically saying that the software was getting so smart that it was able to bypass it saying it telling itself to stop when it's overworking. So I don't even know if I'm making sense. So essentially, let me paraphrase. Essentially, ChatGPT was working on, they gave it a whole bunch of math problems to do. And then when it got to the point where the math problems were like, it was too much, they had it built into the system where the system knew to stop. So essentially, ChatGPT is supposed to stop when it gets to a certain point. So I guess ChatGPT has gained so much intelligence of itself that it doesn't stop. It had put in its own code to bypass the code that was integrated in the software. I don't even know if I'm making sense. The shit is on some, lo and behold, the shit's on some iRobot type shit. And what's that movie? Damn. It was a movie with a girl. It was like a little girl. And what was it? That is going to bother me. It was a little girl, and she had a doll, but the doll was a robot. But then it started killing everybody to protect the girl. Ugh, that's going to piss me off, and I cannot fact check. Can I fact check right now? I'm going to fact check right now. I'm going to see. I'm just going to type into Google killer robot movies. See, this is why you need a team, because someone could fact check for me. So I see iRobot is definitely on that type of time, for sure. For sure. It's a little scary. Why is it not showing this one? I've never even seen the Terminator, but I'm assuming that's the same thing. Megan. I knew it was gonna go. I knew it was a name. So the name of the name of that movie is Megan, and that's genuinely what it reminded me of. Like, I'm like, this is Megan, because in Megan, she was programmed. She started to, I don't know if the robot started to have feelings or something, but she was programmed to just simply protect this little girl. But then she was just like killing everybody, like no common sense, no nothing. She was killing the neighbor. She had killed a little boy. Like, it was a lot. And even in iRobot, like to the point where they're starting to have feelings. And I feel like you hear the old people all the time say, like, we're in our last days. But I didn't think it was coming this fast. That's crazy. I didn't think it was going to come this fast, but lo and behold, that was just a little like, I truly don't know where I was going with that, but I feel like I needed to let you guys know that there is some shit happening in the technological scene that they're really not talking to us about. And I always feel like when there's a lot of stuff, like ridiculous stuff going on in the news, I always feel like they're trying to distract us from something. I don't know what it is, but I feel like they tried to distract us from the damn aliens. And I feel like this technology stuff is a little bit, I think there's way more to it than what we know there to be. And I don't think anybody's being straight up with us. And And I'm terrible because I use ChatGPT. I use it so heavy. I think it is such a helpful, useful app. But the more you're looking online and you're seeing all these AI things evolving to the point where it looks like real people, I'm a little scared. Like, we're in the book of Revelations. We're in our last days for real. And it's a little scary. It's a little alarming. That's why when it comes to my kids, like I level out the screen time. Like, I'm a screen time mom. Don't get me wrong, because sit your ass down. However, I do try to limit it because I think that we have to have a healthy balance, because if we don't, it's real scary. It's real scary out here. Scary hours. And I don't know, just seeing that Instagram post really just had me like, I don't know if I'm ready to break up with ChatGPT quite yet, because it is quite literally helping me fund my dreams. Like, it is literally doing the thinking for me, and I'm just doing me. I'm just creating, I'm doing all my things, and it is the most helpful app. It's more helpful than a human right now, and I think that's probably the damn problem. Is that I'm able to just pop up my phone and go on an app versus doing what. Let's take a drink to that, because this is stressful. I don't have money like how those rich people have bunkers and stuff. Like, what do we do when the computers and the technology starts to attack us? How do we navigate this particular situation? I think that's kind of where I'm at. Like, how do I navigate this? Do I still podcast? Like, what are we going to do? So that's just kind of like me throwing that out there to you guys, that technology is really, really evolving in the best ways and in the worst ways. And I think being a millennial, we've seen that. Like, we've gotten to see, first of all, we've lived through dial-up internet. You can't say nothing to me, because we have lived through dial-up internet. We have lived through having to, I can't use the house phone because my dad or my mom is on the internet, or they get on the phone and I'm kicked off the internet. Now we have Wi-Fi. We got Wi-Fi. That was a thing. Hell, I thought when they made the, what's that game? Well, hell, I thought we were before our time when I got, like, I don't know. Technology is feeling real scary. And like I said, I just feel like being the millennial, we had Nokia phones for real. I think that's why Nokia be hitting so hard, because we really had Nokia phones. We really had them, guys. You know, I was around when Singular was a thing. You feel me? Like, that's where we're at. That is the trajectory of where we are at now, and it's a little scary. You know, we didn't grow up iPad kids and things like that. When the Wii, that's what it just came back to me. When the Wii came out, I thought that was some cool shit. Now they got those big old goggle things, and I don't want to dabble in that. I don't want to feel like I'm falling and I'm just on my couch. Now I done broke something or done got hurt because I'm thinking that I'm on a mountain. The whole time I'm just in my living room doing too damn much. And 9 times out of 10, wine will probably be involved in it. And I don't think those are problems that I really want to have for real. So I don't know. I just think that it's very important for us to go outside and touch grass for real. Now, I am all for technology if it can help, if we can benefit from it. I'm all for technological advances. Like, and that's where the nerd in me comes in, because every new thing that Apple has done, every new thing, I'm not a Android user, no shade, no tea, but all of my products are Apple products. So, you know, everything that they've done from, I had a 3G iPhone up until they got 17 of them bitches now? I don't know. But I've seen the evolution, and I think in seeing from the start to the beginning, from having an iPod shuffle to having, not even having to have an iPod, to have everything on my phone accessible to me, I just think that's kind of dope. I think it's really cool, and I just think that us as humans aren't doing enough to really separate the two. And I think that's where it gets kind of where we get lost here. I don't know. I don't know why I wanted to take the podcast down that route today. Normally I have something really compelling and really deep to share, but I'm just like, I don't want to just get on the podcast and talk about how life is lifing, because life gon' life. Life has been lifing me. Damn near since I got out the womb, that's really what life had in store. But I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to keep it cute. However, it really do be feeling like, damn, like I don't want to just only talk about, there's a lot of things happening in the world, and I don't want to just talk about how the struggles of life got me twisted. I don't want to talk about how the orange man is out here doing too damn much. He's out here a criminal pardoning criminals. I want to know, I think where ChatGPT to me is the least of our problems. I think the fact that we even elected a criminal in office, to me, says wonders about where the state of our mental being is, and it's very, very scary to me. So when people are talking about technology and ChatGPT, I'm just like, we got a whole felon in office. I think we got bigger things to worry about. We had a rush of people go to the polls and vote somebody in office that they know good and goddamn well shouldn't be there. That's just the reality. I don't speak on politics too much, but I feel like a lot of times us as we could break this down. I feel like us as a nation, of course, we don't really think too deep. I think us as a community also, we're not doing our due diligence like we should be. And I think there's only but so much we could do. I know for me, I feel like my hands are tied. I don't have it in me. Take me out the game, coach. Like, I'm just trying to survive. Eggs are almost $10. Eggs are almost $10. Cheese is $5. I went to the grocery store to try to make some damn rotel. Velveeta cheese is damn near between $5 and $7. I like to eat. I am a thick woman. I like to eat. I like food. So the fact that I can't get food stamps, because you damn near got to be under a bridge to get food stamps these days, and they're not raising minimum wage, so you're barely making it. You're surviving. It's like we're all just surviving. So I'm just like, the argument about ChatGPT and AI, least of my damn problems. I want to be able to survive. The robots ain't gonna have a chance to fucking kill me, because I probably died of starvation because the eggs was $10. I mean, let's break it down. Let's be realistic. I think at some point we all have to be realistic. Granted, everybody has their problems. Life is life. Life is what it's going to do. For sure. But I also do feel like there is a point where we have to get back to the drawing board, whether you're doing that as a group in a community, or whether you're doing that in your home, or whether you're doing that personally. It's just like, damn, I know life is too short, but is it? Like, are we really? It's really scary. Like, what exactly are we doing to put... I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I know lately I've been thinking, what exactly am I doing to put myself and my family in a better position where I don't have to worry about those things? And the challenges and to get there is definitely completely way harder than what we would have ever dreamed of. Our ancestors did not do all of this. And if you are of another skin complexion, you listening to me, so you down with the culture for sure. But I don't know. It's just different. I'm gonna take a sip to that, because I'm stressed. Like, there's people. I'm blessed and lucky. As much as I complain about my job, I'm blessed and I'm lucky that I have a job, and I have a job that is able to lead me to at least live a decent, comfortable life. Same for my kids and my partner. We are able to sustain a comfortable life together. And I think that that's a really, really beautiful thing. And so I'm very grateful for that. But I do want more. I want better. But it just seems like the world is putting all of these boulders in front of it. So yeah, I'm going to get on ChatGPT and see how I can make a quick, like, there's a lot of desperation out there. So as much as I'm always thinking like forward, like what can I be doing? What can I do so that I can live a more comfortable life, so that I can live a more fruitful life? And I hope that everybody listening to me is thinking like that as well, because I just don't think that our political society is going to do that for us. I don't even think, I honestly am just worried about the state of the world, period, because even us as a Black community, I don't think that we write enough. As females, I don't think that we write enough. LGBTQ, I don't think they write enough. Like, I think everybody is so much on survival mode and fight or flight that we don't realize that we're all fighting the same fight. And instead of coming together, it's a lot of like going head to head. Like, even in me in trying to find a new job, I'm realizing that I'm competing with other people out here who are also trying to fight for the same thing. They want a better life too. So then your mind gets more into like competition mode. Like, I feel like I'm competing, and that is so draining in life. That is so draining to feel like you are competing with yourself all the time. And I know people make that statement like, I'm in competition with myself. Like, no. I just want to be cool. Like, I just want to chill. But there are certain steps that you have to make to get yourself to a better lifestyle, to get into a better place. And that's hard. And in this environment, in this climate where people don't want to help people don't value community as much. And a lot of people do. And I know that I have curated my things that I watch and stuff like that, like on YouTube and TikTok and stuff, is all about like more humor and community based. But if we're really talking about it, like if we really getting down to the nitty gritty, our community is not strong enough for us to be fighting robots. That, I'm just gonna say it. Our community, our humanity is not strong enough to fight these robots. I know y'all thinking I'm crazy, but I'm dead ass serious. Like, everything falls into each other. If we can't even come to an agreement on who should be running the free world and make a sound, comfortable decision on that, if we can't even protect one another or protect a certain group of people, how in the hell are we going to be able to fight technological robots that know shit before we know it? I cheated my way through Algebra 1 in college. I'm not a mathematician. That robot knows more about math than I do. And I'm supposed to be gearing up to fight them with $2 in my pocket? How does that work? Make this make sense. None of this makes sense to me. I'm saying this as a forewarning. Y'all can't say that Amber didn't come on the podcast. I ain't even that drunk. I ain't even drunk at all. I'm being real. The wine is just feeding my thoughts because I know that I'm onto something here. But if we're being honest, we're doomed. We're doomed. And like I said, only these rich people, they got these bunkers. They know things that we don't know. And that's the scary part. There's a lot of information that we have, and we have a lot of information in the palm of our hand. But I feel like that information that we do have access to is just some type of distraction to keep us from the information that we really should be knowing. Like, there's the ChatGPT stuff. That's something that really we should know and that people should be talking about. It's scary hours. That's what I'm gonna say. I can't. I've got my own demons to fight. And I'm supposed to fight our robot Will Smith. He ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? He was half robot. I ain't half robot. I'm half woman, half cheeseburger. I don't really quite know what I can bring to the table. I had a Big Mac yesterday, and you're talking about I gotta run from robots? I thought zombies was really... After COVID, I'm not going to hold you, like, okay, y'all don't judge me, but I watch too much shit. I watch too many movies. And I thought after COVID, for sure that everybody was going to turn into zombies, especially if you were getting the shots and stuff like that. I for sure thought everybody was going to turn into zombies. And I thought zombies was our main issue. But you're telling me that zombies is the least of our problems? You're telling me that I'm going to have to fight a damn car? Basically, a Tesla? That's what I'm going to have to fight? No. Count me out. I don't want to be a part of it. Take me off. I'm done. I don't want to be a part of it. I mean, y'all, I'm going to have to be drunk. I'm going to have to be drunk. The final days, whenever they come, I'm just hoping that I'm lit because I don't have it in me. I am fighting every day. I don't have it in me. But I said all this to say it just really puts a highlight on where we're at as a society, and it makes it look scary. And then to me, it also further pushes the fact that you just got to do what the fuck you want to do out here because clearly shit is happening and we're not privy to it. You got to live your life. You got to live the best life that you can. And it's just really interesting, especially when you're growing up. And that's the crazy thing about growing up. And it's one of the most interesting things for me that I've experienced growing up or being a mother and growing up. Because essentially, I'm a child. I'm a teenager at heart. So essentially, as my kids are getting older, I'm also getting older. I'm growing. I'm getting more knowledge. They're growing. They're getting more knowledge. My mother is getting older. My father's getting older. You know, every age, the cycle of life is wild. So the more information that you're gaining, the more information that you're retaining, the more life situations that you're going through, it's just like, whoa, hold on now. And I think that's why I saw something that said people don't understand why millennials are like so depressed or like have the highest rate of mental health. But I think that is why millennials have the highest rate of mental health. I think it's because we've gone through damn near every crisis and event that a freaking person can go through. We went through 9/11. We've gone through Katrina. We've gone through one or two recessions. We've had our first black president. We've had I'm not going to say our first racist president, but our first overtly racist president. We done went back and been protesting and all types of stuff. You have the stuff that has happened with George Floyd and Tamir Rice. Like, we've gone through so many different historical things, especially now, seeing how the trajectory of that, and they're not even teaching these things in school. I think going through all of those things and then technology being paired with that, it really does bring a sense of like, oh my God, you know, we went outside, we went to the pool, I have scuffs all over my legs because I played outside, I touched grass. Like, there wasn't a TikTok when I was growing up. There was a MySpace, but even then there wasn't video content. And then when we got Vine, it was fuzzy as hell. Then when we first got Instagram, that wasn't really nothing. Like, it was cool, but to see where everything started from and where it is now, and to have lived through all of those generational things, to live through the life of the iPhone, to live through the beginning of AI, to live through the start of Wi-Fi, to go through all of these things, it does take a mental load on you. It really does, because that's why you have so many people out here who feel so lost. That's why you have people out here who don't know what they're doing, and you have imposter syndrome a lot. You have a lot of things that's going on because people just don't know where they land, because there's been so many different things that we've had to process, even going through COVID and going through, like, I saw something where the COVID babies graduated, like kindergarten or something like that, where they're going to kindergarten. And it's such a beautiful thing, but it's just like, wow, like, we really went through a pandemic. Like, I will be able to tell my grandchildren that we went through a national pandemic to the point where we were scared and we had to stay in our houses and everything was closed and like the world was a ghost town. Like, going through a pandemic alone on top of everything else that we had already gone through, especially going through that at our big age, I just think that really, really, really hones in on how important it is to be present and how important it is to live life, because it seems like technology is taking over. You know, sickness is more. I see more people with cancer than I ever have. It's definitely in the food. It's in everything. Like, there's a lot of things happening, and we have things like the TikTok ban, which was crazy because I do love my TikTok. I'm not even going to lie. But you have things like the TikTok ban that were making like national news, and that was becoming the stress. But then you're just like, oh my God, there's people dying overseas. There's people who can't even afford to live in America. Like, there's just is so much to it. And I really sometimes just want us to stop and think about those things and realize, granted, how I know I have to say it to myself, but if this is a reminder to you, really realizing how blessed that you truly are, and just realizing that this life is not slowing down and it's going to keep going. So you gotta ride your wave or do whatever the hell you got to do to keep yourself afloat, because it's going to keep moving. As we've seen, it's going to keep moving. You wouldn't even think that COVID was as far ago as it was, and everything that we went through. You wouldn't even think. I'm actually surprised that our president is who it is, the way that he handled that situation. That lets me know mentally the world is on something else. We'd rather have someone like that in place than to have a black woman. Black women are still fighting. It's 2025. We're halfway through 2025 and black women are still fighting the same fight. Why? You black women are still fighting the same fight. AI is about to be a whole new person. We're about to get attacked by robot troops. Zombies are probably still in the making. We just ain't talked about it. Zombies are probably still there. Aliens probably looking at us like we're dumb as hell. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I just didn't want to get on my podcast to talk about how hard life is, because clearly it is. I don't have to say it. This week, I didn't have to say it. This week, I'm like, hey, everybody, tap in. Tap in. Are we seeing it? Hello? Is anybody home? Is anybody seeing what's happening right now? I'm all for a TikTok dance. But is it going to dance money into my pockets? And just trying to find the success and all of that. It's just... I might say the Lord's Prayer after this damn podcast. I am scared. And then that's when faith comes in, of course. If you know who you, because I don't like to get too preachy. I don't like to, even though I should, because we all God's children. But I don't know the comfort level of people when it comes to stuff like that. But I know for me, I know the God that I serve. So I know that eventually my whole mind is everything's going to be okay. That doesn't mean I don't worry. I also have anxiety, so I'm always worried. And I worry for my kids. I have kids. I have offspring that eventually have to, they're young, but, it's going to be 2035. What will the world look like in 2035 when my kids are teenagers? I think that's kind of what scares me. And that's why I think when you procreate and when you have children, it gives you another different type of perspective, because you don't really know what anything's going to be. You don't know how anything is going to be. It's really scary. It's really, 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 really scary. And I stay prayed up. I hope that y'all stay prayed up. I will send a prayer out for my my wine drinkers from the pod. I got y'all. Because we definitely need them aunties that be praying, them grandmamas, them aunties, them uncles that be praying hard for us. We need the prayer warriors. Hello? We need them out there. Let's take a drink to that. Let's take a drink. The only thing about drinking out of like this small little container is that I think I need a straw, because I'm a drink, so it's sticking to my lips, but that's okay. Anyways, I think I'm done on my soapbox. Just want to tell y'all be vigilant. Oh, maybe the wine is starting to kick in. No, but y'all be vigilant is the word I'm looking for. I'm not going to say be woke, because that's just, being woke is so corny to me. Like, it's not about being woke. It's about standing behind your morals and your values, standing behind what you believe in, believing that everything will be okay, not being swayed by the ways of the world today. kind of staying true to yourself. I think at the end of all this, it really is just about staying true to yourself. Everything's going to change. Everything's evolving. You're going to have so many different pieces of the pie, and you just want to make sure that you, through all the changes, through everything that's going to happen, through whatever life is going to throw at you, whatever this world is going to throw at you, that you're standing 10 toes on whatever you believe in. And that's all it's about. That's all you can do. That's all you can say. Let's take a drink to that. Let's take a drink to that. Period. Stay down till you come up. Whatever other Pinterest quotes you can think of. That's what it's about. The sun, what does it say? The sun always rises. You know, just be positive. Just try. But that's all I got. Y'all know we always go over our vibe check of the week. To be quite honest, music has been very blah to me lately. I'm just not feeling anything. There's been few songs that I've come across on TikTok, but honestly, I've just been feeling very mediocre with music. Y'all know Drake is my boyfriend. So I'm still listening to some sexy songs for you. I still think that that's a great album. Shoot me. I don't care. If you're a Kendrick fan, I hope that you can come to the dark side eventually. No, I'm just joking. It's not that deep. However, Some Sexy Songs for You is definitely one of my favorite albums, and I can't stop listening to it. I've been listening to a lot of older music, a lot of older Drake, a lot of older Kehlani. My vibe check has really just been like the old songs. The song that I played in the beginning, that's by Sayari the Kid, very slept on artist. I don't really listen to him like that. My man listens to him a lot, but he was playing that song, and I thought that song was fire. Him and K Camp kind of fall in the same range to me, and I listen to them. We listen to them a lot. But for the most part, there is no new songs that's really jumping out at me. There's nothing that I didn't say last week that I'm not going to say this week. So hopefully, New Music Friday. I'm recording this prior to Friday. So I'm hoping that by Friday, there's something that's released that is good for my ears. I feel like they keep saying we don't have a song of the summer. I think Nokia is the song of the summer. I just think people don't want to admit that because it's Drake. But I think Nokia is the song of the summer because tell me when a time that you're going to hear that song played out loud in a bar, in a club, at a rooftop, at a pool party, and ain't nobody shaking ass. If you can show me a video where no one's shaking ass, if y'all can tell me that y'all been to a space when they played that song and no one did anything, then I'll eat my words. But however, that's the song of the summer. But I feel like we don't have like other songs of the summer. Like we're knee deep in summer. It's June. And we don't have anything. So I just think it's kind of weird. So that's my vibe check. Same thing as last week. If y'all have any recommendations, please let me know. I need to know some music recommendations. I want to listen to some new stuff. Me and my best friends have playlists where they put me on the music. I put them on. But other than that, y'all send me some new stuff because this new music that's been coming out is kind of not passing the vibe check. Not passing the vibe check. So with that being said, if anything that I said on this podcast resonates with anybody that you know or yourself, shoot them a text, or if you're with them, give them a hug, or like y'all just talk about it. Like I think community and talking and being real about what you're feeling and your thoughts, that's very, very important, especially today. I think people don't talk enough, so I think talking is very, very important. Yeah, just let somebody know you're thinking of them. Let them know that, hey, I see you, I feel you, I heard this, I thought of you. What's good? You good? Are you okay? Like, I think those things are very important in community and making the world a little bit better, even if it's just for a split second, making the world a tiny, tiny, tiny bit better. But anyways, that's all I got this episode. I know I've been talking a lot. I'm not even tipsy. I was just really passionate. And I was feeling it. So I really do enjoy all of this. If you guys know that I don't condone drinking and driving. So if you're listening to this and you are driving, go ahead, take a sip of whatever beverage that you have. If you are watching this, hopefully you're not driving. But if you're watching this and you got your wine with you or you got your beverage with you, let's all take a sip. Cheers to the future. Period. Clink, 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 clink. That's all I got. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all in the next podcast. Bye.